Yo, Highbury Boyz, we're back with another episode for you guys. We are fresh off the game yesterday. I mean, the Liverpool Manchester City game yesterday. Dagger right at the end, but nothing's really changed. Still 6 points clear and whatnot. You can probably see it's daylight outside for the lads. It's like, when you're at work and they start giving you the ability to work from home like 5 years ago and whatnot, and then you realize you end up working a lot more than you were when you were just going office. This is where we find ourselves right now. So I'm one of your hosts, as always, Red Army Keith, and I'm joined by
Gunner Chef, Arsenal Football Club.
Step in a step, and also
that will always make me laugh, Shea Gunner, come on.
It's like, yeah, it sounds so positive when we picked up 3 points. You don't even have to watch the game. You just listen to Chef's reaction. You can tell what the result was on the weekend. But yes, it was a comfortable home win for us against Sunderland over the weekend to push us 9 points clear. And then we were dragged back by Manchester City in that chaotic end to the game, the Super Sunday game last night, with Man City taking the 3 points at Anfield for the first time in God knows how long. Some might say they were over-celebrating, but I think that's only reserved for Arsenal. But let's start with the Arsenal game firstly. This is an Arsenal podcast. We're Arsenal fans, and that's where our focus should be. The win against Sunderland. I'm going to go to Chef. What were your thoughts? What are your overall thoughts on the game, and also, what it means for our season?
I think that it was a dominant performance. I never felt in doubt. I felt like Arsenal were just a better team throughout. Obviously, the Brobby was a bit of a nuisance for Saliba, but I felt like Saliba welcomed it. I didn't feel like it rattled him. He kept going in. They were grabbing each other's It was like a WWE battle there. Do you know what I mean? These lot were wrestling. But I'm all here for that. I enjoyed watching that. Some people don't, but for me, I like watching players go at it. It shows passion. They'll do whatever it takes. But overall, Zubimendi, again, unbelievable performance. After we had a conversation yesterday, I just watched him again, and he's just the way he keeps the game ticking. He just keeps you need someone to do that. Declan Rice as always, but overall dominated the game. 1-3-0. Gunman Gyökeres with a brace.
Gunman Gyökeres with another goal. Shay, what are you saying?
Yeah, good performance. Professional performance is how I would describe it. And yeah, at the time we were 9 points clear, so feeling extra positive after the game. But it was nice to watch the game, as Chef mentioned, and not be stressed. To watch the game and never feel as though the 3 points were ever in doubt. To feel as though we were almost in cruise control, and to get that first goal, there's always a little bit of nerves, but I think the first goal settled it. And what a goal it was as well, man. I can't get over the technique he's used to hit that ball, just to cut across it, keeping the body shape narrow, hitting it off the post and back in that way. It was a beauty, man. And then that was the theme. More shots were being taken. Havertz went close. Rice went close. Yep. Eze had a shot with his left foot, like a snapshot, and that's more of the stuff that we want to see. And the clean sheets are starting to creep back into our football now, which is good, man. I think we went through a period of not having many clean sheets, so to keep the position out, you always give yourself a good chance of winning the game and getting the 3 points. So, in terms of where we are in this title race, to get a 3-0 win and a clean sheet, it just means that it's only going to go upwards and onwards, man. So very positive, man. I haven't really got many negatives about that game to say.
Nope. And let's try and keep it positive in that respect. Then, who was you two's man of the matches for the game of the weekend?
For me, it's Victor Gyökeres. Obviously, it could have been Declan Rice, but Victor Gyökeres, he came on and he actually influenced the game. Gabriel Jesus, man, he's a funny one. He just I don't know, he can't stay on side. I feel like he's scared of going in for duels because of his injuries. And I think it's not he doesn't want to. He was really relentless, but now Gabriel Jesus is scared, man. He's scared to get injured. I think he's had 2 ACLs, and that on any it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I was saying in the stadium and in some conversations yesterday as well, it's almost if the way he plays, it's like he doesn't trust his body at all. That's why he's trying to make the run early and he's going offside. That's why I mentioned it last week. It was the game against, no, not last week, the game against Man United, where there was a bit where he could have like started a transition and he could sense Amad Diallo was behind him. And then he cuts back on himself because he doesn't trust himself to burn anyone or anything like that. It's kind of worrying. I've called it out before. When he starts games, I don't think he puts any fear or like, gives defenders enough of a tough day. And the difference between him and Victor Gyökeres, especially Sunderland have got two big lads playing centre back. Dan Ballard, watching him, it's like sometimes when you go to like football matches, you see the players. They look tiny. They're like lean. Dan Ballard is the complete opposite. Like I wouldn't want to be in a fight with him. Alderete as well, another big player. Gabriel Jesus just it doesn't do enough for me personally. Shay, what are your thoughts on Gabriel Jesus?
Well, I would say Jesus is coming back from an injury again. I think he's been in the last few years been unlucky, hasn't he? Because he's a player. When he first joined Arsenal, some of the like carrying the ball, like you said, they used to bounce off challenges, beat one man, beat the second man, maybe slot a nice ball in. He's never been that clinical finisher. So I wouldn't if he's not scoring goals now, it's not something that we're not used to. But I just think his physical presence is we're missing that a little bit. And there is an inability to stay on side, which has always been a feature of his game. I don't know why. I don't know why. He makes it look tough. But
even then with that offside one that you mentioned, as in the penalty that got chalked, it was taken off for the fact it was offside. I just feel like he didn't look sure of himself. He didn't really, he didn't go for take a shot on. He tried to go on the goalkeeper. I think he wasted too much time. Let the defender get back into it. Other strikers aren't doing that. I know we've mentioned Gyökeres in the past where he's been caught, but I don't know.
We haven't. I mean, we've had a few of those chances, and players caught up with them. So I can't. Where Gyökeres is literally, he's a lot more physical. He is faster. Even he's been unable to clear the last man and have a clear one-on-one. I feel like Jesus was all right there. The ball was always in control. He got to a 1v1 situation. He rounded the keeper and won the penalty. So I won't be too harsh on him for that. I think where my criticism lies is his inability to stay on side. And we all know it. Like, it's just part of his play. And then in terms of man of the match for me, I understand the Gyökeres shouts, but he came on in the second half. I'm always a bit like, can you give a player that comes on in the second half man of the whole match?
Man of the half.
Man of the half? Yeah, okay. I get why, because he changed the game. He gave the centre-back something to think about. He scored 2 goals. I can't disagree with Chef there. But Rice, I just feel like in the first half where not much was happening, he was the standout, and then he was consistent in the second half as well. He's just all action, isn't he? Like, he's everywhere. So I'm going to have to give it to Rice. And the fact that he's shouting instructions to other players as well. Like, it's one thing to know, to Eze, it's one thing to know your game, but to understand what Arteta wants from everyone on the pitch and to be there to reinforce it and to be loud and to tell Eze and to help his teammates, like, bro, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, man. It's major, man. That adds to his performance for sure.
I'm going to let Chef come in on Declan Rice as well, because you have been a long-term advocate of the fact that he should be captain of Arsenal Football Club, in your words. Any more praise you want to heap on him?
Bruv, I believe that Declan Rice, if Arsenal win the league, go far in the Champions League, and England do well in the World Cup, can win the Ballon d'Or. I believe he's one of the best players in his position, if not the best, in world football. And he can play in any era. They tried to make the Caicedo shouts. I made the best of it. He dog-walked him around the Emirates. There's not a comparison. I'm telling you, Declan Rice, as a footballer, there's not anything he can't do for me. He can carry the ball. He goes back. He wins. He leads. He holds players accountable. He's a real lead. And do you know, some play like I got a couple of friends who are West Ham fans, and they told me you don't know what you're getting, man. And I'm like, obviously we've seen him play, but until he plays for your club, you're my God, this guy is unbelievable. A true leader who can go up and down, box to box, technically gifted. That shot, I wanted it to go in so bad.
I was directly behind it. It looked like it was in. We were all on our feet, and it's just like,
Like, but I'm happy he's shooting from distance. He started to be like a lot more like risk averse. He's starting to, you know what I mean? He's flicking the balls over the top, trying to find Gyökeres. Gyökeres surviving, greedy. Saka, man.
We're gonna come to the segment then soon, where there's like players that can be improving stuff. But let's look at a couple more positive performances in the team yesterday. I think players like Trossard, I think had a good game, especially in the first half, where things weren't so, going so well for us. Trying to break them down, we were struggling a fair bit. I think Trossard was a shining light really in the first half. Obviously, Zubimendi with the goal, and I feel like the timing of that goal was so important for Zubimendi. It was just on a stroke of half time. I think there was nerves in the stadium. I don't know if you get that same feeling if you're not in the stadium, but you could feel like groans and stuff when we don't get an early goal, and that kind of fear that goal might not come. So for Zubimendi to get that goal then, just before half time, and not have that feeling of having to settle back and what we've had in recent times, I thought that was so special in the performance. Is there anyone else you think in that first half that specifically had a good game?
Yeah, Saliba. I think, yeah, man, the battle between him and Robbie, man, that should have been on pay-per-view, man.
Royal Rumble settings, yeah?
Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Hell in a Cell, man. That was a proper battle between the two. Like, you see, when we watch Saliba and Gabriel, we obviously are watching two of the best centre-back pairing probably in the world, right? And physicality is a big part of that. They always let the attacking player know from the whistle that I am here. Doesn't matter where the ball is in the pitch, they make an effort to just leave something in the back of them just so they know you've got a long day ahead of you. Robbie was giving it right back.
Yeah.
Robbie was strong. He was holding, like, when they hold each other like this. Bro, he
collects off his chest and he crouches a little bit, and trying to shift that brother is impossible.
And he should have been sent off as well, though.
What challenge?
Yeah,
you know the one where he went in shin high.
Oh, on Zubimendi.
Yeah, I thought that was a red card, man.
That was a bit of a dirty challenge, actually. When you think
it was shin high and he was studs up.
Studs up, yeah.
But because this is the problem, when you're 3-0 up, it's like the Gyökeres one. Alderete ran behind him and scissored him. But because we're winning 3-0 and it's the third goal, no one cares. Bro, give him a red card, man. He should have been on the pitch. That means, do you know what that means? That means, that if we're winning 4-0, I want Saliba to go and punch someone in the face. He's not getting sent off because they're winning 4-0, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're saying here. Like,
we're really trying to see WWE here, man. I'm hearing punches. I'm hearing battle royal.
In hockey, they've got if you look at the
fighters,
just
scrap. That's in the games. You can literally just turn into Mortal Kombat for a bit. You man scrap for 90 seconds, and then we're gonna get back to the hockey.
Over here.
And they don't even get sent off. It's just like, hey, just go in that little room there, just go and chill for 10 minutes and come back.
Yeah, man. Put ice in the knuckles.
Simbin.
Yeah. Okay. You guys mentioned obviously Saliba there. Did you think he struggled at all in the first half? Because you guys have spoken very positively. And the people sitting around me in the stadium were kind of like, oh, he's being had up a little bit here. And he doesn't really like that kind of physical battle the same way Gabriel does. And you obviously notice it when it's aerial duels as well. He loses a lot of them, but it was there.
For me, Saliba likes it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not as aggressive as Gabriel, but Saliba likes it. Like, he gets involved every single time.
100%.
You will always see him try to get that leg around the body, so he'll like hold them up.
Yeah.
I'll get the leg around the body every single time. Saliba is up for it, man. It's just that Robbie was like one of the toughest challenges that he's probably had in a while. He even got a yellow card.
Physically, man, isn't it?
Yeah,
physically.
I'm telling you, it's that Ghanaian diet of Kenke, boiled yam, wache, just all of that, and you eat for breakfast. It's long, and boiled egg. Don't forget the boiled egg as well. The protein. That's why his legs are built the way he's built. He's honestly a nightmare to play against. And was it Diaz who got completely bodied by him earlier in the season? Was it Diaz? Anyway, he was like they were going 1-on-1,
Someone-
and he just dealt with him. Ooh.
He's just strong, bro. He's just so strong, and I really like him, man. I've liked him. I've had him in FPL since, and he's done a few things for
Fair
me.
enough.
As well.
Fair enough.
But on Saliba, I don't think he minds the physics. I think in the air, he's poor.
Yeah.
That's why for the corners, he's dropped back, and he's more sitting there now at near the halfway line trying to cover because of his pace, and he feels confident there. But bro, I never felt. I felt like he knew it was gonna be long.
Yeah.
He welcomed it. That's why on Instagram he was posting the battle. He's thinking like he loved it.
Man.
Yeah. You know, like me, I was a proper one. That's what he's on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's him, bro. I love him. I love him, man. Like, my friends, they support Barca with me. Proper one, you know? Yeah, like he loved the bro, and we can only thank one man for all of these, man. You know, it's so crazy how one man just inspired an entire generation of footballers that they love Arsenal because of Thierry Henry. Crazy, isn't it? When you think and you're like, all of these guys when they speak to him in interviews and they're like in awe, like, and well, I need another one of them, man. I want someone who makes people like in awe, like special. I thought Kylian, just bring me on Baps, bro.
Well, Saka in 15 years now.
Nah, he'll be Arsenal's. He can be Arsenal's greatest player, but he hasn't got the same aura, man.
Fair.
He's a nice guy, innit? Nice, you know. He's a church kid. Like he goes and prays to Jesus and that. Like, you know, he's not. Henri was outside, bro, on the street. 100% sure he was doing a Mazzoline. We both know Thierry Henry is there. I see what he's on with Kate Scott and that. He's doing a Mazzoline. And he's a married man with bare youths, and he's just get me.
Second half, then. Obviously, the nerves seem to like disappear from the chat. We'll pop in shots off. You mentioned the Havertz one, which would just slightly whistled by the post. Oh, that yeah. And obviously the goal where Havertz linking up with Gyökeres, and Gyökeres putting the full force of Scandinavia through the ball. And Robert Roofs, although he was right next to it, he couldn't do anything about it. 2-0 Arsenal. So, what were your thoughts on that goal? Open play for Gyökeres as well. So, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, man. Open play goal for Gyökeres, the gunman, chef's gunman. Yeah, I honestly, what can any of us say if he keeps putting the ball in the back of the net? What can any of us say? Like, there's a combined maybe 30 yards of all his goals put together. One from 2 yards, one from 4 yards, one from 5 yards. But who cares, man? Exactly. As long as he's putting the goal in the back
what we want,
net,
man.
That's all we can ask for, man. I think once his touch gets a tiny bit tidier, just that ball is controlled. Just a bit tidier. If he can control the ball within a small radius of your body, he's gonna have a good time in the Premier League. I genuinely believe, like you said, he's a confidence player. 2 goals is only going to do good for your confidence. At the moment, he's stuck in like a catch-22. He does well, gets a goal, perfect. Jesus will probably come on in the last 30 minutes. Jesus will probably grab a goal. Jesus then starts, and then it's just like, but we want him to cement that position. I think Gyökeres will be the one that cements it.
He will.
So he just needs to get a few more goals, and he's getting service now. He's actually getting
no!
He's getting service. So
rather than slating Saka about it, should we compliment Havertz on his ability to compliment Gyökeres then?
Yeah, they like each other. I think yeah, they've got each other.
Saka don't like Gyökeres.
I don't think Gyökeres and Saka have each other's phone numbers. I'll be real. Man.
+4 in the Arsenal group chat.
They chat in the group chat, man. They chat in the group chat, and that's it, bro. Because the connection is just not there between them. And when they score, when the other person scores, the celebrations I'm watching.
I you know when he's like, I tell my man, I said, you know that? Like, you don't want to tell him himself. He'll be like, yo, tell my man, I'm telling you. Like, we're not getting the ball just passed. I beg you, just tell
your boy.
Message on.
Tell your boy. That's what you're doing. Tell your boy.
You mentioned with Jockers as well, like you mentioned the fact his confidence, and you even said it last episode. I pre his Instagram after the goal, and recently there's a lot of uploads. There's even like stories. His highlights look on and popping, and then there's a gap to like November. This guy's feeling himself. He's posting more.
Every player goes, especially strikers.
Yeah.
If you want to know, don't check the scores, don't check anything. Just go on their IG and I'll tell you when they scored and when they haven't scored, man. It's so obvious, man.
Even if the team lose, you'll see that post. Oh yeah, sad. Translation. Hey, I scored, but you man lost, did it?
We lost 5-4, but I scored all 4 goals, man.
Yeah.
It can only be a good thing, and long may it continue. But yeah, you mentioned Havertz, the complement, the way they complement each other. The balls go long. Havertz brings it down for Gyökeres to enjoy. What does that mean for Ødegaard, really? With Havertz kind of taking this midfield position, a midfield position as well that most Arsenal fans this time last year were sick and tired of when he first joined. So, Chef, what are your thoughts on Havertz in this new role?
But like for me, he is perfect. He's playing the. Do you know what? I don't think anyone really sits there and like criticizes the fundamentals of Ødegaard, because we all know that he is a quality footballer in every aspect. There's not a lot that he can't do. He really can, but it's the mentality. When you're going through and there's a chance really to play the ball, or you turn back and you start running up to the halfway line, and it's like, Ada, what are you doing? We need to win the game. And Havertz, he's trying to unlock, he's passing it. And I don't know if that is because he played striker. He knows what the forward wants. And he's like, you know what, or he's just so nonchalant. Yeah, that guy. Like, and when, you know, Havertz, when he's confident and when the team is behind him and the fans are singing his name, scary. That goal for Chelsea again has done all of this. Because he scored against them now, and you know him, when he feels like the king, he done this last time when he started to score, and then he just goes on a run and he's unbelievable. Yeah,
call it run inverts.
He needs to. I know he needs to. Ødegaard for me, and he's the captain, but he can't get back in the team if this guy's continuing to play this way, because it will be difficult. I wouldn't just go, and if it's not broke, don't try and fix it, man. You know what I mean? We don't need to, like, the only players that against Sunderland that I thought could have been a bit better for me, Eze, when he came on, I didn't see. He had a few shots, but yeah, I didn't think he was great. And Madueke, I thought he had quite a poor game as well. Like, compared to what we've seen the last couple. Yeah, compared to what we've seen the last couple, I'm only going off that, and this time I didn't see a lot go through him, like as per usual. Yeah, we were going, but Madueke. For once, Arsenal was going through the centre. Arsenal was going central, man. We were trying to play balls and cut inside, and I was just watching, like, you know, them ones, like, yeah, like I couldn't believe what I'm seeing, like. But Ødegaard, man, he needs to. He's not. Him and Saka have not. They've like Saka and. Ødegaard's been much poorer, but Saka's been average compared to what we expect of him. And Ødegaard, from what we expect, has been below average, in my opinion, anyway.
So like, with Saka, he's got the most chances created of all right wingers in the league.
He does.
And people will still refer to him as, like, not having a good season. It's just because of the ridiculous standards that he has set for himself. And we've got every right to hold him to that standard, because don't introduce us to a vibe you can't maintain. we will expect them, but we only want the best for him. But
he's goal scoring though, Shay.
Yeah, he needs to contribute more with the goals. I think that's a given. He takes a lot of shots, I think, and his conversion hasn't been good. If you're taking a lot of shots, you see yourself as someone who can score goals. So we want more goals. I think for Saka, take better shots. In basketball, they've got something called high percentage shots.
High percentage shots.
It feels like Saka's taking shots when he's being closed down. That to me is a low percentage shot. Yeah, like you got to take shots where you got to make the separation. Saka's got a thing where he delays the shot a little bit, and that extra second leads to the chance being blocked. So get your shots off quicker, make that yard. He can create separation from any defender in the world, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Get that yard, lick off the shot, man. Don't think about it. Just take the shot. But yeah, and in terms of like Odegaard and Havertz, I think the team is starters and finishers now. Like that, to take the words from Arteta, it's no longer you're dropped. It's more like this person's in more form. You're probably gonna start, but you ending the game like Gyökeres finished that game.
Him and Martinelli
finished that game. They put that game to bed. So I think Odegaard, when there's a bit less pressure, when Havertz has done his job, can come on and then just be a bit more expressive. I think it's a different game state when you're winning tired legs. So I think just look at the team as a finisher for now, as opposed to being dropped. That makes sense. But it's weird because he's the captain.
Yeah. Conscious of time, quickly, just a quick one on the final goal. Gyökeres after the Martinelli run. Obviously, Martinelli, the finishers, as you just said, just there, contributing another goal, another open play goal. And yeah, really just to put us clear. Your thoughts on that, Martinelli? The work rate for the goal, and obviously the decision to actually pass to Gyökeres rather than trying to go for it alone. Chef, anything on that one?
He's done well on the right wing. Like I can't sit. Yeah, like he's done well since he crossed it a couple times, but he's right-footed, so it's easy for him to cross on his right foot, which is why Shay said it a couple. I don't understand why we don't play right-footers on the right wing a lot more to cross to a man who finishes in the box, because he will. It's easier to cross around the defender from your right foot. Do you know what I mean? If the defender's here, you got to go around him. Gyökeres, he's strong as well, man. Alderete kicked him and hurt his own leg, and Gyökeres was just there, like it was nothing to him. Like I think, if you put enough balls, into the box for him, he'll be fine. Like I don't know what you want me to say.
Yikes. No, I hear it though. I hear it. So 3-0, we went 9 points clear. We got to briefly touch on yesterday's game, the Liverpool-Man City game at Anfield. I mean, there were a couple of missed chances in the first half from both sides. I think Haaland, Marmoush was offside for one. And then really it's a Szoboszlai goal. The game just ensues into chaos from there. And there was some chat about the wall for that. But what strike, guys? What strike, no?
1 in a million.
Go on, Shay.
1 in a million. I was thinking, like, it's similar position against Arsenal, isn't it? Like, that was a 1 in a million. He's not scored a goal like that before. He's not scored a goal like that after. What if he does it here? And that strike was...
he will.
Like, Donnarumma was rooted, man. There's nothing he could have done.
He is unbelievable. Yeah. He really is, like, from set piece. I really rate Szoboszlai. I have done, like Shay, he knows. When he came, I was a fan of him when he was at Leipzig, and Turkey played Hungary, and he scored a free kick then.
Oh, I remember the one. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, so then when we played him and he had it in that position at Arsenal, I was watching the game with my dad, and I said, Dad, he's going to bag it again. And then today I felt, and even Salah, he went and he took that free kick, the donut, and he straight up. Yeah. In my head, I was thinking, let my man take it because he will score. And you've got two. Verts is cold at set pieces as well, Why are you coming and trying to, bruv? Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know Salah for bagging free kicks like that.
To be fair, like in the Champions League, where they did a little.
The room where he dropped.
Yeah.
The routine.
Still, Szoboszlai or Salah? I'm taking Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
I think after that though, he's never gonna. They're never gonna take it off him again.
Yeah, for sure. They shouldn't. The rest of the game though, chaos ensues. Bernardo Silva getting the equalizer. I think it's not exactly sloppy defending, but kind of going to sleep and letting him sneak past to make it 1-1. I mean, there's not much we can say about that one. But then the penalty incident, Alisson with Matheus Nunes, I believe it is,
going nowhere, bro.
Yeah, and he comes steaming out.
Gosh, well, do you know what it is? Liverpool always love Man City, man. These two love each other, bro. They'll turn around and bend over and let the other one get the score, man, so they each win the league because, they're the only... Bro, I can't stand it. Like when Rodri and Bernardo were like, Liverpool, they're the true contenders. Do you remember? Shut up, bro, man. Go get a room together, bro, and do your thing, man. Bro, I'm trying to win this league, man. I swear down. I see the fans because it's mad. I'm going online and I'm chatting. I'm going live, and I've got Liverpool fans chanting City.
Yeah.
Brother,
Their first was
you've
us
just
when you
lost the
first got
fucking game.
And
I
you
don't
know
want
that
to
you're going
swear,
Europa
man,
League.
but it's whacking me up.
Yeah.
Why do you support another man's team? Like, who
Mm.
does that, bro? These two are just intertwined because of this, like, Klopp. And they always bring up that thing of, like, what's it, Klopp and Pep, like, who cares, bro?
Yeah, no. And even that rivalry, that Liverpool rivalry is not a proper rivalry in terms of their leagues, like the way they shared it. It was them dominating. You got one in that period. Like, come on.
It's one league title to how many?
Liverpool have got Stockholm syndrome, man. They were kidnapped by Man City for 6 years. they started to like the abuse. They started to enjoy it. Like, when they got given food once a day, they started to appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
Thank you so much for this title. Thank you so much.
That video?
Please.
That video of academics where someone's like getting spanked or whatever. And he's like, that's them lost relationship. And then obviously there's the incident at the end of the game. Before I get to that, Gary Neville was insufferable on commentary this whole game.
Well,
he is also another one that has to sit on that chair in the hotel in the corner and watch whilst his wife is being whatevered because he's moving mad.
These men are, bro, like the way that they do this, man. They were doing it against Chelsea. Do you remember? Gary Neville was said, like they're dominating. It's a tactical masterclass. What the hell are you on about? Bruv, what are you like? Why are you gassing them up like this, man? I don't get it. But when Arsenal play and Arsenal win, but you know it's. Bruv, why is everyone licking these other teams' bums, bro? You know why? Because Arsenal Football Club is the most hated team in the Premier League by a country mile. They would rather all band together and be one to come against us. That's how great we are. That's how, and it's the fans. Rubbish.
Yeah, they've always got rubbish.
There's a video of Ian Wright years ago in George Graham's time. And he says, everyone outside of Arsenal hates Arsenal. That's what he says. And he's right. And it's been that way. And they do. When Arsenal were finishing 8th, the world was at how dare they? Oh my God, 8th. Chelsea finished 12th. No one bats an eyelid. Man, bro.
United finished 15th.
No, they were getting the boot. They were getting stick. Man United, they get stick because they're so big. The other teams, Chelsea get nothing. Spurs, all of this. Bro, they were trying to wipe us out, the big six, because they were putting Leicester up there. Leicester.
Where are they now? You're going League One, son.
And now, Man United, they finished 15th. Tottenham finished 17th. But Arsenal football, we are so big, gargantuan as a club. Bro, one player gets injured, Fabrizio straight away. Oh my God, Arsenal got an injury. I've never seen another team, bro. I swear down.
Quick one, just a quick 2 minutes on the final incident of the game, because I'm hearing the way Gary Neville was talking about, I think it was absolutely nonsense. And it was a chaotic scene. The whole Shirky with the Szoboszlai pull on Haaland pull, for me personally, definitely was the correct decision. But there seems to be a school of thought that he should have just allowed it to be a goal and not done the red card. Any thoughts, Shay, on that? Or
that's based on sympathy, not on rules. That's not based on the laws and the legislations of the game, man. They're just doing it on, look, they scored, that's the outcome. They let the game play on because it means that one player won't be banned and all this kind of stuff. Whatever. Bro, you have pulled him.
Yeah.
If you're gonna give an advantage, and my man has also pulled him, come on, man. We have to.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then I think they're like, people are like complaining about the referees for that whole incident. Why are they not complaining about Alisson? When he went up for that first free kick, he seemed to stay there for like 2 minutes, and he thought he was playing like left 8. I don't know what he was doing, what he was playing at, and then they conceded in that fashion. Obviously, didn't count and whatnot. Pointing the blame at him, pointing the finger at him. In terms of psychologically, what does that mean for the league? Everyone's saying, "Oh, the title race is back on," but realistically, we're in the same position as we are going into it. Does it mean anything?
No.
Yeah. Shut up. Shut up. Bro, it's 6 points before the weekend started. It's 6 points before the weekend started and 6 points after. Why wasn't the title race back on before? Like, Just shut up, man. They're so jarring, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know
Narratives.
what? Yeah. All I've got to say is you don't rely on no one to win a league for you. You go and win your own league. And Arsenal are going to go and win their own league. We don't need to rely on no one because the other teams are just going to bend over for City. I know it already. We need to go win our own league and we'll do it our way. Because everyone was saying, oh, are you scared? Man City, they're going to beat Tottenham, beat Liverpool. I said, no, they're not. They'll drop points in one of them games. And they did. They've already dropped points. Them beating Liverpool is irrelevant.
I think they're 2 wins in
It
7 or
makes
something
no
silly like
difference because they've already dropped the points and we've made points on them last week. So what? How is it any different now? Last week we made points on them. It's the same points as it was. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Oh. Anyway.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, man, I'm getting offended. Bro, it offends me how everyone just wants to come as one. It's starting to actually annoy me, bro.
Yeah. Let's not
It
get
really
riled.
annoys me because it's like, oh, look, are you scared? Like, do you not fear them? Like, no, not really. They drew with Tottenham the other day. Well, just because they've beaten a subpar Liverpool side who bottled it. No, I don't really fear them. And I don't, but they've still got to go Chelsea. They've got to play Chelsea. I don't think that they can go,
Away as well.
Last time they drew with them. Do you know what I mean? It's not easy. They've got games. Arsenal have played all their tough away matches. All we've got left is the Etihad, which I don't think they'll beat us. I'll be honest. But even then, that's at the end of April. So all we need to do is keep it around 6 points-ish until then. Well, it's finished. We might be... Do you know what I mean? We won the league at Etihad. That's what we're going to sing. Yeah.
I hear that for sure. So yeah, still positive vibes at the club. 6 points, exactly where we were before, but one step closer, obviously, with less fixtures to go. If you are listening to this, I should have said at the start, make sure you are leaving a comment, leaving a like, especially. These things are all good for the algorithm, and be sure to subscribe so you get all of our content as it goes forward, and that's on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you can find us. Highbury Boyz, we are there. We'll be back after the Brentford game with more, raw, uncut opinions and thoughts. But until then, we got meetings and stuff to go to. So Highbury Boyz, we out.
We out, man.
Love.
Come on.